Morning. Thursday, December the 5th, 2024. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Covering Willie Keeler, Hall of Fame. 341 career batting average, 2,932 hits. 78 hits shy of 3,000. Why not keep playing? Why did he quit? He was 38 years old when he stopped playing. Could have played one more year to get those 78 hits, maybe 2 years. Play part-time. Get to 3,000 hits. What's going on, Willie? Man, stats do matter. Anyways, he had a great career. I'm covering his seasons from 1892 to 1910, old school. This video, 1894 season, how did he do? Well, you know what's unique about the 1894 season? Two other guys had spectacular years that year also. Hugh Duffy in 1894 batted .440. And it's legitimate because he had over 500 at bats, had over 130 games. It wasn't just half the season. 500 at bats, he gets over 200 hits and bats .440. How about Hugh Duffy? Highest batting average recorded for a season with 500 or more at bats. No one else. There are other guys that have had higher batting averages, but they didn't get to 500 at bats. How about that? And another guy, Ed Delante, in 1894 batted .405, yet did not win the batting title. How about that? How about Willie Keeler, 1894? What a year. He gets into 129 games. So before this, his 1892 and 1893 season, didn't play much. His first year, 14 games. Second year, 27 games. Now in 1894, he's almost a full-time player. 129 games. He gets 590 at-bats. So you can measure what kind of a player he is with that many at-bats. 165 runs scored. What? 165? He played 129 games. That's more than a run scored per game played. 165. That one gets me. That's not the record. There's a record of a guy, Billy Hamilton, I believe, had 198 runs scored in one season. Whew. All right. Willie Keeler, 219 hits in 129 games. Excellent production. 27 doubles, 22 triples, 5 homers, 94 RBI. Did not get to the 100 RBI part. 94, 32 stolen bases, 40 walks. He bats .371. This guy has arrived. He's 22 years old. Bats .371. 427 on base, .517 slugging, and gets 305 total bases. What an excellent year for Willie Keeler. 22 years old. This guy is legitimate. This guy can hit. You want to hear an astounding stat? Get ready. You better be sitting down when I tell you this stat, because if you're standing up, I don't want you to fall over when you hear it. Are you ready? You're sitting down. In 1894, Willie Keeler had 590 at-bats. That's not the astounding fact. Here's the fact that will blow your mind away. Are you ready? I know I'm propping it up. I'm building it up. Here goes. He struck out 6 times. What? 590 at-bats. And you strike out 6 times. Incredible. That's not a record, though. A guy named Joe Sewell. Let me punch his name in. This will even blow your mind away even further. Joe Sewell. He's in the Hall of Fame. I'll punch his name in here. Joe. Does he come up? Let's see. Yeah, here he is. He played 1920s. Yeah, 1930s. Joe Sewell played 1,900 games and had 7,132 at-bats. And are you ready? He struck out 114 times in 7,132 at-bats. 1 year. I'm looking it up right here. In 1930, Joe Sewell. No, 1932, excuse me. Listen to this stat. I like stats. He had 503 at-bats in 1932 and struck out 3 times. Today's ball players are striking out 100 times a year, and they're getting 400 or 500 at-bats. Some guys get up to 150 strikeouts. Some guys get up to 180, and there are other guys that have over 200 strikeouts in 1 year. Joe Sewell played 14 years and struck out 114 times with 7,132 at-bats. I think the stat, that is incredible. Here's another one, 1929. He had 578 at-bats. Struck out 4 times. Now, 1932, it was 503. So he had more at-bats in 1929 and had only 4 strikeouts. 1932, he had lesser at-bats, 503, but still 3 strikeouts. What's my point? My point is that Willie Keeler is a really good hitter. In fact, in his career, he struck out 136 times. Now, Sewell, 7,100 at-bats plus 114 strikeouts. That's a really good ratio. It's like 1 strikeout per what? 75 at-bats? Willie Keeler had 8,591 at-bats and struck out 136 times. So his ratio also is like 1 out of every 70 at-bats. These guys are incredible. Joe Sewell and Willie Keeler. How about that stat? 1894, 590 at-bats, 6 strikeouts. All right, so he bats 371 also, and he gets 219 hits. His first 200-hit season. 94 RBIs. Here's a stat that I wish was better for Willie Keeler. He never had 100 RBIs in a season in his 19 years because he's not a home run guy. He's not a slugger. He's a basic guy. He did have 241 doubles, 145 triples, but only 33 career home runs and only 810 RBIs for his career. So he's not a slugger. He's a base hit guy. I'd say 1894 was outstanding season for Willie Keeler. 219 hits, his first one, and it's not going to be his last. In fact, he goes on a run right now. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. His next 9 years in a row, he goes on a run that very few players in baseball history have accomplished. And we're going to get into it season by season. Next video, 1895. I'm out.